Guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another horror film review. Tonight we are looking at an Italian Giallo released on the Indicator label. This is called Death Carries a Cane, which has just came out about a couple of weeks ago, and this is the collector's edition. It looks a bit bare because I've opened it, so let's have a look at this edition. So this is the physical release of from Indicator of Death Carries a Cane. Sorry about all the shadows. I'm filming this at night, so you can see a few shadows on this table. When I phone during the day, I don't have this, but at night time I do. Anyway, this is the new release from Indicator. Death Carries a Cane, which is a Italian Giallo film. We'll just take this off. This is a limited edition. This is number 998 of 1000. So it comes with like a little J card, and then we have a write-up showing us what's in this edition. Comes in a nice hardback box. Maybe we can slip that in there. Yeah, or maybe that way around. Yeah, that fits in there lovely. So this is also in their traditional kind of casing they do on their editions, with a picture from the film and a poster. Really nice. Pop that in there, and then it comes with a booklet. I'll try and not show anything that I shouldn't be showing within this booklet. But it's a mighty big booklet, guys. Look, as you can see, there's interviews, there's questions, there's nudity, and there's pictures from the film, and there's posters, and there's lots of stuff to do with the film on there. So that's absolutely wonderful. I'll pop that in there, and that is the physical release of Death Carries a Cane. Indicator that they do wonderful editions. They do really cool, although they're very samey. A lot of their things are very samey. You know, you got your discs all in the same kind of thing, but they're all limited. The limited run. So the 4K, there's a 4K of this. There's 3,000 copies of that worldwide. The Blu-ray, only 1,000. So that's why I went with the Blu-ray, and I'll be quite happy with that. So let's see if there's any special features. So guys, this is the main menu for Death Carries a Cane on Indicator Films. We'll have a look at any special features. We have an audio commentary with Eugenio Euricalani, Troy Howarth and Nathaniel Thompson. He's on everything. Eugenio Alabiso, A Life in a Suite. Eugenio Euricalani, The Devil Wears Prada. Here we go. De Santis on Pregadio, Symphony of Sleaze. Tormentor, VHS opening titles. A German theatrical trailer. An image gallery. And that is the special features on Death Carries a Cane. Yeah, so there is some special features on the film. Not as many as I thought it would be, because when you look at the back, it looks like there's a heck of a lot. But this happens quite a lot on these sort of things, like even on Arrow ones, it shows a lot of stuff, but there's not actually that too much on it. So let's get to... Sorry about that, I cut off a little bit early there. Yeah, so the story of this one is based on a young woman called Kitty. And she is in Rome, and she is on this promenade taking photos of her parents who are there visiting her from Spain. And she's taking photos, and they got one of those sort of telescopes where you put money in. And she goes and looks through there, and we see her gazing around, and she witnesses, and we witness, a murder going on with our Giallo killer with the black hat, the black gloves, the the cutthroat razor blade, you know, a typical killer for a Giallo film. And she panics, and she waits for her boyfriend to turn up, and he finally turns up, and he's not convinced, he doesn't believe or anything like that, and he's all suspicious like this. So they're trying to wind you in that he's the killer, the suspect, straight away. Anyway, they report it to the police. They drop their parents off the airport, and off they go. Uh, her boyfriend still doesn't believe her. And then they get to the police, and they report it to the police, and he's sort of like saying that she's a bit, you know, crackers. And anyway, we then meet Marco, who's this sort of like film music director sort of thing, and he's interested in some of Kitty's work. She does photography as a hobby, and he likes some of her work to be in some of his sort of work. And we meet him and his girlfriend. And then other killings start happening with our killer. And then the police find the body of the girl that Kitty has witnessed and said it's true. So now they all believe her after all this sort of time, when they thinking she's a bit crackers and she's just imagining it. And so then Kitty and her boyfriend help the police to try and investigate this crime. This is what happens in the Giallo. The nearby victims always go and turn into the investigators to help the police and stuff like that. So they help the police, and we start investigating, and the body count gets bigger and bigger as the film moves on. We've got loads of killings by slit throats and smotherings and all these, and he's not just killing women. He's not, his dog's gonna bark in a minute. He doesn't mind who he's killing it. I think some blokes get killed as well within the film. And that's how the story plays out. I won't tell you what happens and who the killer is and spoil the plot. I want you to watch it yourself, because it's definitely worth it. So let's have a look at the characters. Yeah, the characters are great. Kitty is stunning. She's beautiful. Again, this film is lavished with beautiful Italian women. I think that's probably why I love these films so much. No, I just love them because they're great stories. And all the other characters are really, really cool in the film. The police officer, Inspector Clouseau, if you like, and her boyfriend plays a good role of being like this suspect, but we kind of know straight away he's not, because he wouldn't be a suspect straight away. And all the other characters that we meet, the other women and Marco and everyone else throughout the film, really, really cool. The characters are great. So here's my final verdict. This is an amazing Giallo. It's incredible. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It's fantastic. Yes, it's not a 10 out of 10 like DR, like a Tenebrae or Deep Red, but it's very bloody close. It's up there with Tenebrae and that. It's a really cool film. I was always thinking, is this going to be amazing or is it going to be naff? Because I've been looking at it for quite a while, because I have some of the other Death movies, Death Walks in High Heels and all these sort of films, and this one, Death Carries a Cane, and the cane's quite irrelevant in the film. There is a little bit where there's a cane in the film, but it's quite irrelevant. But it's wonderful, wonderful. The pluses of the edition, as it's been a wonderful edition anyway. The transfer's great. It's a really cool, grainy, but warm and rich colour sort of film. It's absolutely wonderful, as you may see by the clips. The acting is very Italian. It's very Giallo. It's very cheesy. It's very awesome. It's a really cool film. Death Carries a Cane. 9 out of 10. If you guys seen it, let me know down below. I always say that, but none of you ever do. But if you have, let me know down below what your thoughts on it, or if you're thinking of picking it up. I would recommend it, to be honest. If you like Giallo, Italian thrillers, this is certainly one to be watched. Really cool. And check out some horror channels, guys. Check out Horror Hands, Horror Geek, Man v Film, RS Design, Pizzawell, I am Ice Lord, Cat Watches Horror Movies, Grumpy Andrew's Horror House, and The Maniac. And a massive shout out to the lad. Till next time, look after yourselves, look after one another, and I really hope I see you all soon.